Today we're talking love, man! It's love day! Love all around! Feel the love! Woo! Who's ready for some herbal love? Oh yeah! Renee Crusoe's here, GLG's in the house, Mia Gio! Hello all! Welcome to the world of love! Oh yeah. So, I have picked out quite a few. Now, there is a monster list, if you're interested, of herbs that are attached to love in one way or another. Went on a couple different sites, like some Wicca sites and some other ones for actual love spells. For different other, beliefs about herbs, about love and stuff, but there's like a monster list of like 50 to 70 different herbs that in one way or another are attached to love. But these are some of the bigger ones that we're going to be talking about today. I won't be going into lots of details on a lot of them because, like I said, there is a laundry list this big of herbs. So we're going to just have some fun and do a few of them. Oh yeah. Woo! I got some fun details about various ones. I got, let me pull this one out here. This is that's the wrong one. Okay. There's I didn't pull out a lot of spells in particular, but I got a few, just for fun. Because, hey, why not, But, we got, hello, Ecocentric Homestead, welcome to the love show. I figured it'd be, it made sense since we got Valentine's Day coming up this Sunday. We'd talk about some herbs for love. In particular, a lot of these are mythological beliefs or just magic beliefs, so magical properties involving herbs that people believe about love. So, then it's a bunch of them. Give me a second to grab my tea. I left the tea in the wrong spot. Okay. Yeah. That's good. In fact, I got some of those love herbs in my thing here right now. Not a lot, because I don't need them. I got lots of love in my life. I got all you guys. I got my wife. I got friends. Woohoo! Okay. Should we get started and just jump right into some of these herbs here? Why not? Let's have some fun. So, everybody needs love. I suppose everybody needs more love too, don't they? Lots of love for everyone. Now, when we're talking love spells in particular, I don't know all the details about this. If you actually want to learn about love spells, go to someone who practices Wicca on a regular basis. But from what I've learned about it, you basically, the idea of proper love spells in Wicca, obviously, if you can break those rules if you want to, but according to them, you want to do a love spell that's basically just opening yourself up to the possibility of love coming in, but you can't actually make love spells that basically are like what a lot of people think about love spells, where it's like you gave someone a love potion and boom, they're like in Harry Potter when Ron takes the love spell and suddenly all he can think about is the one gal. It's not Lavender Brown, it's a different name. But all he's doing is thinking of that girl. If you know what her name is, put it in the chat, because I've totally buzzed it. But yeah, when you take the love potion, suddenly that person is besotted with you, or the person that you want them to be in love with. And the idea of the love spells, as they're used in Wicca, is that you actually just are opening yourself up to the emotions that are out there, and getting that karma to come into your life. So that's the whole point of love spells as they stand are the ones I'm primarily going into. But I'm going to go into one first that's really interesting, which is the bay laurel or bay leaf. So bay leaf is actually mentioned quite a bit. It's good for love spells for an existing lover. It can help make sure that you see that person again. You can also use it effectively in various love spells that with people you don't know. It's also to help ensure that neither you or your partner cheats. So another interesting aspect there. So if your partner is willing, you walk together to a bay laurel tree, pick one leaf together, and then you break the leaf in half, and then one keeps one half, the other keeps the other half, and it's supposed to ensure that you stay true to each other. Hey, there you go. Little bay leaf foot action there. If you wish to find love, you write what you want on a bay leaf and burn it while thinking strongly about your wish. And if your intentions are clear enough, the bay laurel is supposed to help that wish come true. And then it's also supposed to help with psychic ability, protection, healing, breaking jinxes and curses. I have one specific spell for this that I found because I saw a bunch of different things popping up as I was doing research for this. I saw they're like saying, well, bay leaf spells. What's the bay leaf spells? Well, here's one of them. So after gathering this bunch of items, which are a candle, bay leaf, a Sharpie marker, good ventilation, a plate or bowl or cauldron. You know, if you're casting a spell, you might as well make it a cauldron, baby. You know, go all the way. And then you dropped a burning bay leaf into the cauldron. So, of course, being mindful of flame safety, you know, gotta be careful when you're doing these. But first thing you do is you gather the items and set the tone by taking several deep breaths and coming into your center. Be clear of your intention, just like the other spell said, so you can manifest what's right. And once you get that image clear, you light the candle, stare into the flame, entering into a meditative state. Spend your time visualizing your manifestation, how it looks, feels, and sounds. And then when you're ready, you write the intention on the bay leaf. Then you burn that bay leaf in your cauldron, and you allow the flame to ignite your intention and send it off into the universe. Woohoo! And then you hold in that space for as long as you feel necessary before offering up thanks and putting that flame out. Then hopefully you'll get a bit of more love in your life. Woohoo! Alright. So that's your first love spell today. Bay leaf is your first herb for love. Bay leaf. Woohoo! Oh, GLG says, I have my coffee and my fresh made chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, that's a good way to go. Nice. So I just got my tea and my water, of course, because as I'm talking, I tend to talk really loud to make sure you can hear me properly. I probably could just talk soft and it might work okay, but I always tend to amp it up when I'm talking on here, so the throat gets tired in a hurry. But anyways, I've got my peppermint, lavender, and nettle tea. Those are my three things in here today. I did say some things saying that mint was good for love spells, but not nearly as much as lavender, of course. And I do believe I talked about this in my Mythology of Lavender video. If you want to watch that if you haven't yet, please do, because it's got more details about it. And while we're talking about things that need to be covered, please, if you feel so inclined, hit one of the support for Eccentric Nature down where the emojis are, and hit a super sticker or super chat and support my channel. I'd be much appreciated if you did. If you don't, feel free to just keep on watching and enjoy the show. But that option's there for you. Woohoo! Donate to Eccentric Nature. Woo! But let's talk lavender. Okay, lavender is often used in love spells in lots of different ways. Well, hey, welcome Rex George III. We're talking lavender, Rex George. So, lavender is my number 2 on the list here today. These aren't in any order, by the way. But lavender is said to be particularly magnetic to men. It was at one time prostitutes actually used it to advertise and attract uninterested customers. Woo! I do actually mention that in my Mythology of Lavender video. And also, it says when paired with rosemary, the combination actually could protect a woman's chastity. So it kind of works the other way. If you're trying to keep yourself chaste and pure, you can use lavender to help you out with that. But it also protects against cruel treatment, and lavender is prized for ensuring peaceful sleep and happiness. But when it comes to love in particular, it was used to attract the opposite sex in the old days. People would often use it in their baths to help in that sense. Lavender, the whole scent of lavender, the idea of lavender scent was definitely tied into the idea of using it for love, because the smell of lavender, everybody, if you've smelled lavender, yeah, it's a great smell, and so people would use it often in that sense to actually attract people, because the smell of lavender would get them pulled into you. But otherwise, there are various spells and stuff available for that. I didn't actually pull one out yet, but there are lots of different ones available if you want one. But yeah, in particular, I believe I mentioned in the video that it's another one of those ones where if you're trying to attract your true love, you put some under your pillow, and you're supposed to dream about your true love. I believe rosemary or thyme works the same way. I have to look at my list and see. I'm trying to remember. I know I've mentioned that in some of my mythology videos that cover that as well. But yeah. But the great ways to use them, use the various herbs are, and you use it in affirmations, you use it in your bath, you use them with candles, you use them in a honey jar, or there's lots of different ones, like the ones I just mentioned, that they say, yeah, use it when you put it under your pillow, and when you go to sleep, and you're supposed to help dream about your true love. Yeah, lots of good ones. Woohoo! Who else should we talk about next? There's a bunch of other odd ones that I didn't go into great detail with. That things like Aster, Balm of Gilead, Bistort, Bittersweet. Lots of different odd ones that are out there that I'm sure I'll do more research on eventually. But they say like Balm of Gilead is supposed to be great for amulets and potions, and work more effectively when laced within these. Bistort also is supposed to be good for amulets, and it's supposed to help cultivate feminine fertility. So if you want to get pregnant, apparently use a little Bistort. Another fun one is catnip. Apparently catnip is actually one that can be good for love as well. It's like it can be used in love spells and luck spells as well. It's also supposed to be used for fertility also. So yeah, I saw that on a couple different lists saying catnip is a good way to go. Cinnamon. If you want to learn about cinnamon, you got to watch the video this Sunday, because my mythology of cinnamon video is coming out this Sunday, and I'll be talking about all that it's good for. It's not so much good for love as it is for other things, but you're gonna have to watch Sunday to find out. So. But yeah, if you're wanting to inspire love with yourself, or of course your catnip, yeah, the cats will definitely love it. But some other ones are cloves, coltsfoot, columbine, that's more of a flower, but cowslip, dandelion's another good one, fennel, yes, good, always good to have fennel. It's good for rituals of awakening love. Ginseng, of course. I think that's used more as an aphrodisiac as well. Goldenrod is supposed to be used in prophetic love rituals, so finding your true love. Hey, Siegfried's here. If you guys haven't seen Siegfried before, he does piano songs on his YouTube channel. You should check him out. And he does lots of covers of different songs. He's got a cool double keyboard action that he plays on. Here we go. Let's continue on down the list here. We've got jasmine. Of course, jasmine's going to be on this list. It's good at heightening passion, apparently. And while the oil is supposed to ease a broken heart. So, works on both ends. If you find love and then you lose love. This one, of course, I think makes sense that it makes a list. Lovage. Yeah, can't have love spells without lovage, right? You know? But you're supposed to be able to use the seeds or roots in seeking to bolster your passion and eroticism, apparently. Apparently, it's more for love than love. So, keep that in mind. Mullein. Mullein leaf is supposed to attract the opposite sex really well. And it's also supposed to help you determine a person's interests by finding a growing mullein stalk in the vicinity of your intendant's house. If you bend the plant in the direction of their home, and if they're interested, the plant will return to its upright position. So, if you bend it too far and it breaks, well, then that's probably a sign of something else here. But yeah, mullein. There's a fun little one. So yeah, there are lots of different things are involved with these. Another one that I've already mentioned is rosemary. Of course, you have to have rosemary. This one can be used in amulets and a winking sensuality, but it's also supposed to help bind people together more in gentle love. So, because it is definitely a symbol of remembrance, it's supposed to ensure constancy, fidelity, loyalty, and eternal love. So rosemary's a good for long-term love, baby. So if you're just looking for love, that's some other ones. If you want long-term love, rosemary. Big distinction in love levels here. Lots of different areas of love. Let's look at the comments real quick. We got Ecocentric Homestead saying, speaking of fennel, I have to get bronze fennel growing again. Ooh. Does it matter what kind of fennel for love? I haven't seen anything that says what kind of fennel. I'm sure, more specifically, if you talk to some actual practitioners that are really well versed in it, they might say there's some differences between them, because I would assume there would be differences, just like in real life, how there are differences in the chemical qualities of different species of herbs. There probably are some minor differences, but it might not be huge in the terms for something like this. But for various things, when it comes down to their actual chemical qualities, yeah, there can be differences. So that is always a possibility. Let me see here. What else we got? Any more herbs that'll make your dreams more amazing, says Rex George III. It's like, oh, definitely. There's lots of herbs that are supposed to affect dreams. And a lot of the ones I've mentioned on my channel in the mythology videos, all are pretty much all of them. My gosh, I think I saw something about dreams, and when it came to basil, when it came to thyme, when it came to rosemary, mint, pretty much every single one of them mentioned something about put it under your pillow or have some in your room when you go to sleep, and it will affect your dreams. Definitely lavender too. Especially lavender, because it's supposed to help you get to sleep. But woo, I am going through the liquid in a hurry today. So, let's go down the list. GLG is just laughing. Thank you, GLG. Appreciate it. Ray Klusa says, I'm going to try some nettle tea come spring. Ooh, yes, I love nettle tea. I actually love nettle and fennel tea. Since you're mentioning fennel, I love the two. I actually need to get some more fennel. I've got some nettle right now, but I'm out of fennel at the moment. I need to get some more. There was one tea by, forgetting the name of it now. I have to look it up. Gosh darn it. And see if I can find the company. But there was a local tea company here in the UK that I'd gotten it from before. That there was really good. Just nettle and fennel tea by themselves. It's a great combination for some reason. Nettle can be a little bit tricky in my book for how it tastes and everything. So there's sometimes depending on what you combine it with, nettle isn't so much. It doesn't accompany certain flavors very well. So like it's okay with this combination that I had it with today with the mint and the lavender. But I've tried it with some others, like with dandelion and what are some of the other ones I have on hand, like the verbena and lemon balm, and it didn't really work very well. So yeah, you have to be just try it for your own taste. But I've tried it with a couple others, and nettle is one that didn't quite, doesn't always blend well. Yeah. All right, what else we got in the comments before we go back to some more lovey-dovey herbs? Use nettle for foot warts. Okay, that's cool. Yep. Nettle, mint, and lemon. Nettle and lemon. Yep. Mint is great to combine with lots of different ones, especially any of the general green herbs that you use. It can be used with most any of them. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Let's continue. Woohoo! More herbs. Speaking of lemon verbena, that's on this list as well. It's used as an aphrodisiac and well suited for spells of love, sexuality, readings, or if you're wishing for love. Yeah. Thyme as well. If you're planning you're wanting to have some dreams about love, like I said before. Yep. Put a little thyme under your pillow or have some on hand. It's supposed to be good for that. Here's one that's a little less expected, I think. Or one that people may not think about. Let's skip all there. I got a song that's there. Gotta skip that song. It's got lyrics in it. I'm trying to go with just all non-lyric songs here. Okay. Back on topic. I gotta stay on topic today. Here we go. Cardamom. My next one is cardamom. And it's a great one just because it smells great in the first place. But it's supposed to be really good for love spells. It's I saw it in several different lists that it's a very compelling herb. So it said that if you sprinkle it on the food or tuck it under the bed again, it's supposed to help arouse your lover. But it's been used along with rose petals and lavender flowers. You put it in a red pouch and carry it with you to attract love. If you meet someone to whom you already have a good connection, this charm can actually increase your attraction between the two of you. So it's supposed to help increase a love attraction. Also supposed to help bring good luck in love. So yeah, lots of different things it can do for you. Cardamom. Now another one is dill. How many people thought dill would be on this list? Dill! I do love dill though. Dill is super tasty. So, lots of different ways you can use it. You can also use dill for more sexual thoughts, if you're wanting to go the sexy side. But, dill's great for also breaking jinxes, apparently. If you have, supposedly, your love life is jinxed, dill can break it. No more bad jinx action. No more curses. Our love lives shall be freed by dill. Alright. So here's one thing you do to break a jinx when it comes to love with dill. So you sprinkle it in all four corners of your home in order to dispel any jinx that's been cast on you. Now, of course, to attract some romance, you can run a bath, add some dill oil or fresh dill in the bath, and then you soak in the bath as long as you can, while thinking about how awesome you are. So apparently giving yourself lots of positive affirmations while you're in the bath will help attract some love to you. And once you exit the bath, apparently that bath should have increased your attractiveness. Ooh, nice. And if you don't have a bath, you apparently can do the same thing in a shower. It just won't be quite as effective because you can't quite soak as well in the dill. You can also use dill to dispel some jealousy from other people. So you keep some dried or fresh dill on hand or on your person in order to keep jealousy away. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. I'm getting clogged up today. Oh, I'm verklempt. What's going on? Give me some more water. Oh, where are we at here? Okay, so if you're feeling jealous or an emotional imbalance, you can use dill in a small container with dill oil on you and smell the dill as needed to dissipate any feelings of imbalance or jealousy. So it can also help bring a little good luck if you're on a love date. If you're on a date with someone you're wanting to love. Dill's also supposed to be, here's another one that I got. It's supposed to add dill to some hot water. think about the love that you want to receive. Then you drink that dill tea. Once it's cooled, then you'll attract some love. Yeah. You can do it, but for my taste, dill tea isn't very good. I don't like dill tea. So, you want to try that one out? Let me know if it works. I'm going to stick away from the dill tea myself. I like lots of teas. Dill isn't one of them. Alright. So yeah, lots of fun different ones when it comes to dill and love spells. Cardamom is good in coffee. I've heard that too, my Geo. I have heard that cardamom's good in coffee. I've heard of people using turmeric coffee as well. I use cinnamon in my coffee all the time. Yeah, there's lots of different spices, especially that you can, and seeds that you can use in coffee, or that can taste really good. Here's a different one: orris root. Orris root. Who knows what orris root is? That has to do with irises, I believe. But these are supposed to be useful in spell work when it comes to love. It's also been known as Queen Elizabeth root. So that's fun. It's also supposed to increase your sex appeal and draw people to you. Another one that says you take a bath with some powdered orris this time. So you powder the root and before going on a date. And this is supposed to help increase the feelings of attraction between the two of you. Yeah. Right on. You can also sprinkle some orris root powder onto your clothes for some of that love effect. Little orris root. I see Rex George putting up a kitty in a box icon. Yes, kitty search continues. We're at the point where we're like, should we just pay for a cat? We've been trying to find one through a shelter, and because of lockdown, they just aren't available in our area. I've seen a couple, but usually it's like, oh, here's one in Nottingham, or here's one way down in the Southampton, or just somewhere farther away from us. Way north or way south, way east, way west. But in the Surrey area, I haven't seen any cats up for adoption that are in. There's a couple, but most of them are either way too old or way too infirmed and we wouldn't mind taking care of a cat like that. For our first cat, we would like them to be with us, for a little bit longer than a year or two. And most of these cats were going, we would love to take care of them, but they're definitely going to be dead within a year or two. And we'd rather have a cat that's around a bit longer first, and then maybe once we get down the line, we can take care of more cats that are infirmed, because we wouldn't mind doing that. I really wouldn't, but this is our first cat as a couple, so we're wanting a cat that's going to stay with us just a little bit longer. Anyways, let's get to some other love topics. More ones. I already talked about dill and cinnamon a little bit. Cinnamon's going to be covered this weekend, so we don't need to talk about that right now. We already talked about lavender. Caraway seeds. We talked about cardamom. How about caraway seeds? Yes. Apparently, caraway seeds were said to enhance lust. So another one more on the lusty side than the lovey side. But it also can help stop your partner from committing infidelity if you slip it in their pocket without their knowing, probably. Apparently, it's supposed to help keep someone from cheating on you again. Wow. And in order to attract love into your life, you should just chew some caraway seeds. Chew up a little caraway seed. Yep. And if you are suspicious that your love might be tempted by another, I've already said that. It's double printed. I already covered that. There's a nice little joke on this one that says, note, if you're going to stick it in their pocket, do it before you do the laundry. Yeah, very true, Rex George. Cats can live to 20 years. But like I said, some of the ones we've been looking at are already 17 years old. So it's well, obviously, if they only live 220, they're not going to be around very long. So, but that was like our main thing with that. But we have considered some cats that are up to like 13 so far. But like it's just things are going so fast that it's like there was one cat we're looking at that was 13, and the post I saw was like 6 hours old, and I contacted them and they said, "Oh no, they're already gone." So yeah, they're going so fast. All right. Yeah, you can also use caraway seeds in some cookies and stuff. I'm sure that would help if you want to, get a little love action going. Coriander or cilantro. When carried on a person or sprinkled under the sheets or used in food recipes, it's thought to deepen or strengthen any existing love relationship. Yeah, and coriander seeds are also reputed to help bring around reconciliation, fidelity, and a overall happier marriage. So, lots of coriander, lots of Mexican dishes if you are wanting to keep a good, happy relationship. And as I talked about on my 3,000 subscribers video, the contest announcement, coriander cilantro is one of the ones I'm going to be covering in depth in several videos coming up very soon. But I believe ginger beat it out in the final tally. It was very close though, ginger and coriander, very close. So I've got a ton of videos on both of them coming up. So, but talking about ginger, ginger is an exotic spice, of course, that can be used for arousing a reluctant lover or even curing impotency. Yes, if your lover is not able to have fun with you, a little bit of ginger, apparently. Yes. Ha ha ha. Yes, let's go on here. What else do we got? We already talked about we talked about fennel a little bit, didn't we? No, we talked about nettle, but we didn't actually talk about how fennel is used in love spells. The leaves, the roots, all of it, all of fennel can be used to help awaken the feelings of love. In some cultures, fennel actually symbolizes flattery. So if you're giving someone some fennel, you are flattering them. Yeah. Fun. But speaking of mint, in my mint video, so when spearmint is actually supposed to enhance love and healing and wisdom and other things. But this one article talks about the Persephone versus Mintha myth that's out there. That's actually my Mythology of Mint video. So if you want to learn about that, watch my Mythology of Mint video. Another one that's great is basil. I definitely covered this in my videos as well, but basil is actually more of the controversial one, as I talk about in the videos as well. That on one end, it says that, a man is supposed to be instantly or internally fall in love with a woman who hands him a sprig of basil. Wow. That's pretty easy. Just hand them the sprig and boom, they're in love with you. That's some pretty potent basil right there. That must be a very specific varietal of basil, because I haven't heard of common basil doing that with a lot of people. But that's one myth that existed out there, that people said, don't just hand that basil out to people because they might be falling in love with you. I mean, also said basil. You can use basil to find out if someone is cheating on you. So if you hand them basil and it wilts, basically it means that they've been cheating on you. So yeah, basil is apparently a barometer for those who have been cheating as well. But yeah, like basil is that's one reason I chose it for my first videos, because out of all the herbs that are out there, it was one of the most controversial ones, with some cultures like the Greeks absolutely hated basil, where other ones were like, yes, basil is the most wonderful thing ever. And there's all different kinds of myths on both sides. Some saying that it's great, some saying that it was bad. But yeah, it's used in love spells all the time, even to this day. Basil. What we got, GLG? GLG says he got really sick Friday from because having too much fresh ginger. Oh, almost went to the hospital. Yeah, ginger is a very potent root, and as good as it can be for you. Yeah, you got to be careful because having too much ginger really can, get you. I know when I have it in my tea, I don't have to have that much, because ginger is powerful stuff, man. It doesn't take too much ginger when it comes down to it, man. Be careful with that ginger, people. Whoa. Oh, my throat's getting tired. What you guys thinking of all these so far? Let me know in the comments. Let me rest my voice. I'm gonna just come here and should I just do the relaxed voice now? Oh yeah, how you doing today? Everything good? Having a good time? I'm doing all right. Yeah. I'm enjoying this show today. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Enjoying this evening. What you guys been up to this week? Anything good? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh. Whoa. Oh yeah, I stayed up for the Super Bowl. Of course I did. On Sunday night. And so my sleep patterns have been all kinds of messed up since then. Which is probably why I'm partially feeling like I'm crashing right now. My brain is like, oh, you need some more herbs. Because I'm partially like, I actually got lots of sleep last night as compared to Monday, but even with that, I'm like having a big downslide at the moment where I'm just like, oh, give me some black tea or something. I need to get back, get my brain back. Oh, thank you, appreciate it, GLG. All right. Let's say we continue down the list here. Do you play bowls? Do I play bowls? Like besides the Super Bowl? I don't watch many other bowls besides the Super Bowl. Let me see here. Thyme. That's my next herb on the list. Thyme can bring with it affection. It's perfect for either young love or someone in a deep friendship, so it can actually encourage paternal love. It's in that sense that so a loving friendship, it can actually encourage that. So that's a different aspect that we haven't heard of so far today. We've been talking mostly sexual love or actual passionate, deep, long-term loves. But yeah, apparently this one is thyme is good for friendship love. Yeah. Very cool. So, here's another controversial one when it comes to love. Patchouli. How many are on the yes patchouli train as compared to the no patchouli train? Let me know in the comments, because I'm more on the no patchouli train. I really don't like it as an incense myself. It's just it doesn't hit my nose properly. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of patchouli. Well, you guys patchouli fans, let me know, because I know some people love it. Some people think it's awesome. But it's too much of a heady scent for me. My Agio is not on the patchouli train. It says, horrible smell. Yeah. It's commonly used in incense a lot. Patchouli is. Hey, welcome Food Forest Permaculture. Food Forest Permaculture. Are you on the patchouli train? Yes? No? Let me know. But if you want to use it to its fullest extent, apparently you are going to tuck some dried patchouli into a small sachet and put it under your pillow again. So if you want some love, apparently you're going to take like most of the herbs on this list, shove them under your pillow, or just make a pillow. Don't worry about anything else in a pillow. Just make a pillow full of herbs and have it on your bed. Is your best bet for encouraging love. That and making an herbal bath filled with tons of different herbs. This is your best bet for love, is an herbal bath and an herbal pillow. Sold! Because yes, most every one of these herbs I've seen on here is like, take an herbal bath, put it in your bed, put it into your pillow. And then there's various spells and things beyond that, but almost all of them are say, hey, hold it on, put it in a sachet, keep it in your room, under the pillow. Yep, that's the way to go. Here's another one that people don't think of as much. Yarrow. Yarrow. It's one of the oldest medicinal plants, actually. But can't remember where it comes from, but it actually means everlasting love. But it's supposed to be used in teas or baths again, in baths, to help attract love. Yeah. Apparently it was also used to summon demons and exorcise them. Gotta love that! Woo! Well, I don't know. Patchouli might be called something else somewhere else. I'll have to look it up because lots of different herbs have different names. Let's see what it says. Where it's a. I wonder what it is in Danish, or what it's supposed to, what the Danish equivalent is of patchouli. I don't know if there is one. No? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything saying that it's used different. Put in just a couple of general translation thing, and it didn't say anything different for patchouli in Danish. So I'm not sure why. It's strange. I don't know why. Yeah. So, you'll have to let me know if you find it, Renee. I'm not sure. Yeah. Apparently there is no actual translation other than patchouli is patchouli in Danish. But it's not used by the Danes that much. Maybe they don't. Maybe most of the Danes don't like it. That's why. The GLG has to go to another live stream in geology. Ooh, geology live stream. That sounds fun. See you later, GLG. Have a good one. Woo. All right. I got a couple more on my list here. I, of course, talked about lavender a little bit, but it was meant to represent devotion and undying love. And, of course, lavender has always been considered an herb for love for lots of different years, going way, way back. It's, of course, used in baths just like the other guys. You can use it in your bed. For lavender, they say all kinds of things with the bed. They say, put it under the pillow. They say, hang it in some sachets around your clothes. Hang it in some sachets if you have a poster bed on the 4-poster bed. Or you just put lavender all over your room. Take your lavender, spill it all over your room. If you want loads of love in there. There you go. Lavender all over the place. Lavender dipped candles as well. Yeah. Here's another good one. Oregano. Yeah. Now, the ancient Greeks believed that the oregano is the herb of Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and is said to have been created as an herb of joy for her garden. So, yes, if it's associated with Aphrodite, it's got to be a good love herb, right? And during the Elizabethan times, oregano was used to create good luck and good health, and used in magic spells to foster also happiness and health. Maya Geo, that's great. He says, yes, it's the herb of Aphrodite and the goddess of love and the goddess of pizza. Oh, man. Oh, that's good. Getting into the songs that have lyrics. I gotta pass those up. No lyric-y songs today. Alright. So yes, those are my primary herbs for love. Did I miss any on my list? I have to go back and look. I got my cheat sheet here full with them. Apparently some more information about fennel. Apparently it was one of Ophelia's flowers that she used in the play Hamlet. It's been used, of course, fennel is also used in the healing process. It also suppress appetite and lose weight. Fennel is good for that. Yeah. Pliny the Elder also believed that fennel, he said, if people believe that snakes that rubbed against the plant helped improve their eyesight after shedding their skin. I don't know how he came up with this. Pliny is a weird guy, okay? Pliny the Elder, he's like one of the first herbalists, and he's been referred to a lot when it comes to herbs and stuff from the ancient Greek culture, but this guy has got some weird beliefs, let me tell you. Pliny. Cuckoo. He had some things that were spot on, but lots of his different things are also like, okay, dude, that's out there. But, yeah, they say, the fennel's a good one for this time of year because it's perfect for modern love herbs. Supposed to add fennel to your Valentine's Day meal is a good way to increase love in your life. So this Sunday, get some fennel in there. Oh yeah. That's all the main ones. There's lots of other ones out there. Like I said, I had this one that said like, oh, this one's good for, all these are good for love. And then of course there's all the flowers that are good for love. Like, magnolia is one of the ones. Orchids are supposed to be good for love. There's a laundry list of flowers that are good for herbs. That are good for love spells. But we're talking herbs today. So those are my primary herbs for love. That's everybody on the list. Anything else you want to know? That was my topic for the day. And I have covered my topic. Yeah! Woohoo! Boom. Violet is another one. Yes, Rex George III. Violet is another one that was is mentioned in the ones that are good for love. I've already pounded through all my water. Holy cow. So, anything else interesting going on in the world? We've had lots of snow here recently, which is very surprising. This is like the first or second most snow we've had since we've been over here in the 10 years now that we've been in the UK. It's been the first or second snowiest year. One of the two. Pretty close. But yeah, we got snow on the ground right now again, and it's actually been sticking since yesterday. I'm sure it'll warm up again, but today it was pretty darn cold. It was like whippy wind out there. So we tried to take a little walk before I came on for the live stream, and whew, that wind was just biting right into us, man. Whoa, not good stuff. So yeah, I've been chilly around here today. I don't know what it's like around the rest of the UK, but down here, cold and snowy. Renee has had good amounts of snow this year. Awesome. Yeah. Not sure about the rest of you guys. Are we getting much snow over there in Denmark right now, Renee? It's minus 15 over there. Woo! Holy cow. They're really cold. We're just like minus 1 Celsius. Something like that. But man, minus 15. Ouch. Woo! That's cold. They are getting down there. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys today. So I'm going to head on down the road and bid you guys a great evening. Hope you have a wonderful night and take care of each other. This Sunday, Mythology of Cinnamon. Woohoo! Look forward to it. Check it out. If you haven't seen it yet, we have the Cassia versus Cinnamon. What's the difference video out right now? If you've ever wondered what the difference is between Ceylon cinnamon and Cassia cinnamon, the two primary forms of cinnamon, go watch that. But otherwise, have a great evening. Take care of each other. Be kind. Good night, my friends. Peace out.